What's up, y'all? This is Stacy, one half of Changing the Narrative. I'm glad to be back. Uh, I was on vacation for a couple of days. Wife went out of town, so I went out of town. But I want to thank everybody for supporting and watching. Hope you guys keep enjoying our content, keep subscribing, and keep liking and sharing. Um, so let me tell you about what happened the last couple of days. I was in Baltimore, Maryland, just hanging out with some family, having a good time. And came back home and happy to see my wife. I didn't see her for like 3 days, I believe. I didn't even know I missed her. Anyway, so um let me get this going then. My doctor's appointment is tomorrow. I'm sorry, today. Today at 4:30. I go see the doctor. And hope everything is good. Hope everything is good. If anybody want to jump in on live stream, the link is right there. If you have any questions for me or anything you just want to say, it's right there. Jump on in. But I do have a question though. I want to know, is smoke, I don't want to use the correct term, legal in SA? The ooh-wee, the Mary Jane. Yeah, is that legal in SA yet? I want to know. I want to know: are there dispensaries? How much can you carry without getting locked up? I just want to know: is that stuff illegal in SA yet? If anyone has any information on that, can you guys let me know? Because I have a cousin. She wants to move there, and she's very, very knowledgeable of that field, the ooey and the Mary Jane. So yeah, I got questions for that. I was hoping she can jump on, but she says she has to work right now, so she can't tell me. She can't jump on. So I told her I was going to ask you guys, and hopefully you guys can tell me about the rules in SA for Mary Jane. So we can talk about that. And yo, me and Red have a lot of stuff planned. A lot of stuff planned for when we move. I can't wait. December 9th can't get here fast enough. I spoke with Assad a couple of days ago on his live. No, he was on our live. No, I was on his live. And oh man, I felt his energy. He said you guys are treating him and his family, Adrian and the kids. I cannot wait to feel that level of comfort when we move to SA. These days it just seem like these months is going slow, but I know they're going fast. But we just ready to be gone and start the next journey of life in South Africa and travel the continent, see what we missed out on, get some cool pictures, some cool videos, and share them, and just love the continent. So, but there, back to the topic of discussion is if anyone knows the rules and the regulations. What's up, Sia Bonga? If anybody knows the rules and the regulations of Mary Jane, the ganja, because I got a cousin that wants to open up a dispensary there. So I need to get that information, and why not get it from you guys? You know what I mean? So, but good evening. Geometry. I don't want to chop nobody's names up, but good evening. But yeah, Lozy, what's up, Lozy? You know any of the rules and the regulations of the ooey, the Mary Jane? I don't want to say the real term of it, but yeah, like I said, I got a cousin that wants to open up a dispensary, and I just need to know if it's legal there, if it's not legal, if it's legal somewhere. You can call me Sia. All right, Sia. And I knew that because I remember on our live, that's what you had on the bottom. You had Sia. My bad, man. My bad. So yeah, I'm just trying to get some information on that. And I've been going for it seemed like I was going for like a 2 months, but it's only been like 6 days. You're not sure. My cousin wants to open up a dispensary, a weed dispensary. And we're just trying to get some rules and regulations. If anyone knows anybody or anything about that, that's all. That's all. But yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, but like I said, it seemed like I've been going forever, but it's only been like 5 days. We didn't do anything yesterday because we was traveling. I just got back yesterday, and she got back Sunday afternoon, I believe, and I got back yesterday, so we couldn't do anything. But I'm gonna try to get her on one of these days I'm on during the day, and then we'll be back on Sunday. Sunday's podcast is gonna be kind of interesting, guys. We got a lady. Her name is Rainey, and Red's in the bedroom, man, working. Yeah. Red, they asking about you. Yeah, her name is Rainey. She sent me a video of she had a music video. She's an artist. And her video was about abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. And her and her sister, I think both of them are from Botswana, and she wants to be on Sunday. So that's what Sunday's podcast is going to be about: mental abuse, physical abuse. And like I said, she's from Botswana. Her and her sister, and actually she's Wayne's girlfriend's wife. Hold on, Wayne's girlfriend's sister. I'm sorry. His girlfriend's sister. Yes, Lozy, that's what I'm talking about, Lozy. That industry. I don't know what we can say and what we can't say on YouTube. So that's why I wasn't trying to say the wrong thing and then I get a big X on the screen and they just kick me off. You know what I mean? So I was trying to say it without saying it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Lozy, I need some information on that, man. And because my cousin, man, she's really, really good with that. There you go. Okay. She said, "Hey, see ya." But yeah, we need some information on that, and that'd be good. So let me see what I got. But yeah, like I was saying, me and Red got some big plans when we get there. We bought some new toys. Well, I bought a new toy, and we're gonna go outside later on the day and play with it. And hopefully we can master. I don't want to put too much out there, too much information on it, but hopefully we can master these toys that we got and shed a new light on South Africa and Africa in general. But yo, when I was in Baltimore, I said this on the Sauce podcast. I was in Baltimore, and this white guy, I was getting some glasses, getting my eyes checked. My cousin, she works for Eyeglass Center, and the doctor asked me. He said, "Can you come back in 6 months for another checkup?" I told him, "No, I can't come back in 6 months for another checkup. I'm not going to be here." He said, "Where are you going to be at?" I said, "I'm going to be in South Africa." He said, "Really? Good afternoon." He said, "Really? What's up, Cape Town?" He said, "Really? Why are you moving there?" I said, "What you mean, why?" He said, "Yeah, why would you want to move to South Africa?" I said, "Because I don't want to be here. We don't want to be here no more." I said, "Y'all can have this place." And then I asked him, I said, well, my question to you is this: if I was moving to Paris or Europe, would you ask me that question? He said, no. I said, so why are you asking me this question when I said South Africa? He changed the subject and went back to checking my eyes. There's so much hate. There's so much not knowing, but people still tend to talk about stuff that they don't know nothing about. You know, people, for some odd reason, these white people think this is the land of milk and honey over here, and for them it is, and for some black people it is too, but not for these two blacks. You know, we did okay here, but it's time for us to go somewhere else where we're wanted and not tolerated, because that's just what it is. You know, there's been plenty of times a lot of black people can say, he went quiet. A lot of black people can say, there's white people who've been saying, yo, go back to Africa, or just saying derogatory stuff. Guess what, white guy? That's what we're doing. And the funny thing is this: back in the days, I would say that blacks might have took it disrespectful for them to say that to us, because we didn't know. Because, like we always keep telling you guys, everything that we knew was on, huts and zebras and lions and tigers and bears, or that's all we knew. So we would probably get offended. But now, please tell me that now. Stacey, go back to Africa. White man, I'm going. Shit, what you talking about? Probably too, head held high. You can have this. You can have this place. We don't want it no more. We never wanted it. We just didn't know. So I had to let him know that. And that's baby with the fly. Yeah, I had to let him know. Like I tell everybody, this is a movement. The more and more content the black creators put out, the Assads, us, Ashley and Thomas Charles and Farrah and whoever else that's black doing this here, we got to keep flooding YouTube with information to let our brothers and sisters know the place is beautiful. We're not disliked. We're welcome to come back and enjoy business, buy houses, form relationships, because that's what the main thing is: form a relationship. And I think me and my wife and some of the other guys and gals, we've done that, and we're telling you our lives, and we're being straight up and down. We can't be no more honest than we are right now. Me and my wife talk about this all the time. We can be talking about a movie, and all of a sudden the movie, it's a boring part of the movie, and next thing you know, we're talking about South Africa. We're talking about what we're going to do for our birthday, for my birthday. We're talking about what we're going to do as soon as we land on December 10th. What we're going to eat at Tasha's. This is a topic of discussion every day. Every day. See, we're gonna do a food restaurant, like country breakfast. Our breakfast here is like a little bit different. Like we do grits, fried fish, fried shrimp with gravy, biscuits, and you're making me hungry by just talking about it. But trust me, and it's gonna be in a nice ambiance, some nice slow music. It'll be none of that hip hop mess. And don't get me wrong, I like hip hop, I love hip hop, but it's gonna be a nice ambiance, casual, come as you are, and just enjoy the food, enjoy the music, enjoy the ambiance, kick back, and let's talk and let's laugh, because that's what we like to do anyway. Hopefully we can have a liquor license. And I'm doing fine, George. How you doing, bro? And hopefully we can have a liquor license, and we can get our drink on while we laughing and giggling, because I love to drink. So yeah, that's the plans. That's the plans. But If anybody can tell me any good areas, kitchen clothes podcast, you can't cook better than me, bruh. But come on, you're more than welcome. Kitchen podcast is a nice podcast. That's my brother from South Carolina. And yeah, knew him since we was kids, growing up. Thank you, Miss PLC. But we're gonna make that happen. After we get finished doing our traveling on the continent, we're gonna go back to Joburg and try to find a nice location. If anybody got any recommendations for that, please jump on and let me know where. Let me put the link back in again. Y'all know this brother Kitchen Clothes podcast. Come on in, bro. Tell these guys what you do and how you think you can cook better than me, but you can't. If you can get a liquor license, you will make a lot of money. You know what? I'm not trying to be rich, man. I just want to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I want to add to the. I just want to add. You know, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. You know, if one of my kids needs something, boom, I don't have to say wait till next Friday, wait till payday. You know, I just want to add to the economy, give jobs, help people out, and just live a good life. I want to be able to look myself in the mirror every day and be like, yo, Stace, you did what you were supposed to do. You're doing right. You're doing right. Yeah, this brother here is very educated. He probably talks too much sometimes.
What's going on? What's good with you?
I'm good, bro. How you?
Chilling. Never said I could cook better than nobody, but I like that. And I'm willing to give you a little challenge when I do step out there. Hope you be established by them real good, cause I might be next door. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this already, y'all. He wants to move too. He's undecided where, but he wants to move. He wants to move also. But you know, like I tell everybody, it's a big move, but it's a very doable move as long as you have your T's crossed and your I's dotted. You know, it can definitely be done.
That's why I be tuning into you and John, so I could, see the steps y'all taking. So when it's my time, I can go do that.
When do you plan on making this move?
50, 47 now.
When you turn, so like 3 years from now.
Yeah, so that got a stack because I know the plane John ain't cheap.
Well, it won't be that much. You're tall, but you're not that tall. You know what I'm saying? You won't need the big seats like me. You know, I need them big seats.
I know I told you. Yeah, you
Those are kind of
remember
seats.
them backyard games.
Yeah. So yeah, like my seats might be like 1,200. Yours might roll about 750. So that's not. And then it's one way.
You gotta think about it. I got 5 joints.
Oh, you bringing all 5 of them?
I'm gonna try.
Babe, good luck with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I might have to send for them later.
Okay. Yo, so I got a question for you then. Since you jumped on, what's your thoughts on Africa?
My thoughts on Africa. What I think about Africa, that is like the Earth's jewel because everything is there. Everything, as far as minerals, resources. Why you think all other countries try to get a stake in it? It is the jewel of Earth. You know what I mean? It's parts of Africa that's untouched. Like deep in the Congo, and it may be people out there. You never know. There's different species out there that's not indigenous to America and other countries because it's only found there. So Africa is a real special place because there's a lot of energy there, just through the land alone.
I feel you. So how about this then? Growing up, what was told to you about Africa growing up in school?
What was told growing up, we had them commercials with the flies all over people. You know what I mean? How the image they gave us made it look like a lion could walk in your living room when it's not even like that. When they got cities and streets, just like malls, just like right here. I mean, it's some pictures I done seen in Africa that's like, that's Africa. That look like the suburbs down the block, and it's stuff like that that people don't see. That's American, because they give us a different image because they don't want us to go to Africa. They don't want us to leave here to go there. We change economy if we do that because we the biggest spenders in the world.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they was shooting us, telling us this mess for years about a penny a day can give a black kid. Sally Struthers, she's probably a millionaire because of that, because of them commercials.
And think about it, you could walk down the street and see a homeless person, but I'm sending my money to somewhere else to help, and y'all ain't even helping over here.
Right.
That's what's going on with the Ukraine joint. The man done gave them over like $20 billion.
And we over here struggling.
In a big struggle. Not everybody's struggling, but it's people who's struggling that they can help instead of helping foreigners. No disrespect to a foreign person, but take care of your home first, right?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go. You take care of home first, then you could go
help somebody else. And that's what I like about SA, man. It seems like they take care of themselves, man.
Listen, they'll be deep in the crib, but each one of them is working on getting their own joint.
Yeah.
And that's what we forget to do. We quick to kick our kids out the crib when they know we ain't ready for out there. And we put them in the world that they wasn't even prepared for because they didn't teach us that in school. They didn't teach us about how to budget, this, that, and the third.
Well, see, that's what we gotta do as parents, teach them kids that.
Yeah. But I'm saying that our generation, our parents did that.
Ain't tell us much of nothing. You're right.
I mean, my parents did that. And you know who my aunt is, so you know I was getting financial learning at a young age.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. My parents, growing up, our parents told us, graduate from high school, go to college, get on that job, work that white man job 25, 30 years. Don't steal nothing. That's
what the school system is teaching you how to be an employee.
Right. So now with my kids, I've been telling my kids since they might have been about 10, you need to figure out a way to make it in this world without punching anybody's clock.
And it's their era. This their time.
This is their time. And it seems like it's easy too, man.
It's super easy for them. Because I was telling mine, I was like, yo, I wish I had a smartphone when I was y'all age.
Yeah, we had them damn encyclopedias.
I'd have been with a video, the clown we were back in the days.
Yeah.
All this stuff. But see, I'm an adult now. I can't be on the camera joking around now. I'm like, man, come on.
Right.
But if I had what these kids got now,
yeah,
we'd have had a Greentown show. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, I think they all understand now because when things happen in SA, bruh, the people will take care of it. Yeah. The police ain't got to do it. Whereas here, the police will take care of it and make things worse. You know what I'm saying? Over there, man,
it's not a police state.
No,
because the neighbor, just like I said, we was talking about this the day before yesterday. It take a neighborhood to raise a kid.
Yeah.
But nowadays is that don't touch my kid, don't talk to my kid like that. Yo, he out here wilding in the street. I'm trying to tell him to chill. I know your dad. I know your mother. You don't need to be out here like that. Well, you come tell me. It might be too late to come tell you. So why you can't let me intervene right there? I ain't gonna put my hand on your kid, but I'm like, yo, your dad and your mom gonna play that, man. Go behind out of here. And then what's up?
My cousin, I see what you. My cousin, I know. My cousin want to open up a dispensary in SA. What you smirk for? And we trying to get some information.
You know it's gonna be the last state to get that.
We trying to get some information on opening up as a dispensary and what it takes, what route to go. One of my people's in here, Losey, said his people is trying to do the same thing. So anything I want to know, I come over here, I come here and I shoot the question out, and somebody's telling me something good, man.
With dispensaries, it's a lot of paperwork.
You said
Because
paperwork?
yeah, it's a lot of paperwork because the government want them to now. Because you got a dispensary where you got a middleman now. You ain't got it in your book bag no more, you know.
Yeah.
So you feel me?
Yeah.
So they got their hand in it too. So it'll be a lot of paperwork in whatever state. If it do come, it comes, you know. But it's gonna be a lot of paperwork, and you know you gotta have a squeaky clean background.
Well, you know what the thing is, I don't think our backgrounds matter over there. I know for sure our credit don't matter over there.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how we all want to have a 750, 800 credit score, that don't even matter over there, man.
And just like I told you, where you gonna be at, the earth is better, so you gonna have better skip. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have better.
Better sticky icky.
Yeah, you gonna have the best because the earth there, the ground there is. Whew.
See, y'all, this is the kind of people that we like to talk to. People that already know. You know, the people that don't know, they're a little reluctant because they don't believe it. Even though we go over there, we show pictures and we do lives and everything, they still just don't believe it because they still brainwashed from what them, you know, what we was taught in school.
Yeah, I mean, the Euros got us messed up, you know.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, if you heard that from someone, go get some more facts. If he mentioned something, go dig deeper and see what he talking about. Don't just take his word for word. Africa is not what they showing us.
It's not. It's not. And to be honest, I thought it was, but when I saw it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what made me make the decision. I'm like, yo, when I 5-0, I'm out, man. I'm seeing what people doing, what's going on. I watch a lot of YouTube in Africa. Like, yo, this look like the block.
Yeah.
Clubs and all. I'm like, yo, this look like Vegas. You know, so I'm like, man, the myth. But it's called television for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Media, all of that. It's crazy. But yeah, yo, Danilo, when we was there last time, we had got 2 of them. And oh my God, that's all I can say. Oh my God. I was like, wow. Yeah, Lozy said paperwork for sure. Yeah, Lozy. I think I'm pretty sure there's a lot of paperwork here for it too, but I think it can be lucrative. I think it can open up jobs, you know.
States, like where y'all planning to move at? Like I heard you gotta like get in with the leader of the town or whatever like that. Do you have to talk to certain people? Like
I think when you're buying land when you're buying land like in the villages, I believe you have to talk to like someone like that,
the chief or something like that.
Yeah, but if you're just buying it in the city, you know, you just go about the same way you would go about it here in the States. Lozy, guys, am I right about that? You just, you know, if you're in a village, you gotta talk to somebody's grandfather or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And buy an acre or 2. You know what I'm saying? But it's cheap though, from what I understand. Certain parts are really cheap. You know, I wouldn't mind having like a little 2-bedroom house out there in Eastern Cape or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? One person said he bought like 4 acres for like $2,000, man.
And people don't realize an acre is a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I want to say 3.5 football fields, but it's probably.
But regardless, it's a lot.
But an acre is a lot.
It's a lot. I don't think it's a football field. I think that's small. I think a football field is bigger than an acre.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't want to say nah. You don't know what you're talking about, but I don't know. But an acre is big because We got cribs on like half an acre, and I'm like, yo, this is a big yard. I don't care if it's on a half or whatever. Look at this yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
An acre is huge.
Sia said, yeah, 100%. In the village, talk to the chief, and in the city, you talk to the estate agent. Yeah, yeah. I thought that's what it was. You know, I haven't done.
Huh? It's all about respect, because you coming to someone else. You know.
Right. Oh. You know, so we're gonna do something eventually. Something eventually would because we're gonna get a house built probably in about 2-3 years. You know, either just if we can find one that's already built that we like, we're gonna do that. But like I said, the original plan is to get a restaurant, something like Lamar's Fish and Chip.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing, no crazy menu, real basic menu, food really, really good, ambiance good, you know, playing some 80s R&B, you know, don't want to hear all that, you know, ratchet stuff.
Yeah. And earlier I heard you say the hip hop, but nah, that ain't our music.
No, not this generation's not ours. You know, but if I'm gonna play something, I'm gonna go back to Public Enemy and X-Clan and, you know, stuff like that.
Conscious when we was trying to tell people about Africa, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So Lozy said, what Lozy say here? From the villages, most of the chiefs you have to consult, depending on what you want, use for the land. Okay, cool. But you know, I mean, we got people when we get there that can guide us the right direction. You know, I think we've developed some pretty good relationships, and people want to help, and so I think we're gonna be fine. You know, as long as when we get there we can find these guys, we'll be pretty good. I think we'll be pretty good. And you know, so let me go through some of these comments because people saying stuff about you, man. Can you see the comments?
Nah, I can't see them.
Okay.
How this set up, I don't know how to do that.
It says SA. Okay. It says SA will make a good landing space for the brother, especially if it's his first time visiting the continent.
Yeah.
Promised land. Come to Babylon. Stacy, you must show him our neighborhoods. See ya. I post all kind of pictures and videos.
I mean, you know,
a lot of people know, and he does a lot of his research also, man. This brother reached out to me a few months back, asking me about the continent. Yeah. You know, he's well versed. He's well versed. You know what I'm saying? King of Kings, right? Play some Brand Nubians. Yeah, definitely.
And I'm from Brooklyn. If I move
to X, and who's that one name?
Somebody got to say it's Brooklyn in the house when I get to Africa.
Like, there you go. Who was it? Is Pooh Sadat X, and who was the other name? Oh, Lord Jamal.
Lord Jamal. Yeah, Lord Jamal got a podcast too.
Yeah.
Call it the Godcast.
Would you mind opening a restaurant in a township? See ya. Yes. I don't have a problem opening up anywhere. Sia says, can you please drop your email? Not a problem.
Trace, Stace, ask the people who
they can hear you.
Do they have like food trucks? But I can't see the comments. Like, you wouldn't want to start a food truck first instead of getting a brick and mortar?
I'm open for that too. Then you want to know, is there food trucks around? I'm going to drop my email address.
No, they got street vendors and stuff like that.
Plenty of those. I'm going to drop my email address in here. Oops. 73. Gmail. So yeah, I'm not that good at typing, y'all. I drive trucks. Oh man.
Yeah, jazz and R&B.
What do you mean? Sia said, hold on. As a Sia, okay, let me go back up to most questions. My husband is into jazz and R&B. They know our music. hence the reason for Cape Town. He's for Cape. Okay. As a recent, some village kings chiefs are working with government depending on the development that is coming there for the use of the land. Yeah, Lord Jamal, food truck. Yes to food truck. Sia said, what's a food truck?
Yeah, I seen that.
You want to okay. Sia, a food truck basically is a meals on wheel.
A mobile restaurant.
Yeah, a mobile restaurant. Today I can be in Santon. Tomorrow I can be in Pretoria. The next day I can be, wherever. So it's just a moving food. It's just a moving vehicle with that's selling food. It's probably good. Like if something was going on at the Four Ways Flea Market
Yeah,
for
you can
the
pull
for
up at the
food
flea
food truck to
markets.
pull up. Boom.
Even events, something going on, concerts, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, for concerts, any kind of event, you can have you a nice little food truck selling whatever you want to sell. It has the burners on the inside of it. It has,
It's
everything.
basically a kitchen in a truck,
A kitchen in a truck.
a restaurant-based kitchen.
Yeah. It's mobile. That's the thing. It's mobile. Instead of just having having a restaurant in Rosebank, you have a restaurant everywhere. Wherever you want to go, you can go. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool. But like I said, I'm tall, so that's gonna be kind of hard for me.
You right,
You know
but
what I mean? So a nice little brick and mortar.
that's a good idea for real.
Yeah, man. Because it's not a lot of good American food there. Uber Eats run food trucks. Yeah, we've been there.
Plus, I mean Uber Eats, but y'all getting McDonald's and all these other places. I know you could get Uber Eats from local restaurants, but
Yeah.
come on, man. That's making us
Ezekiel,
lazy. Get out, go
Ezekiel said
outside.
Ezekiel said food trucks are quite common. Where you stay at, Ezekiel? Yeah. There's a lot of people that make a lot of money in those food trucks, man. You go out, you buy your food, and you prep it, you cook it, and just sell it, man. And you don't have all that overhead as if you have a brick and mortar.
But getting permits for that too is crazy.
It can probably be crazy to get permits because you got to get the
Like,
truck got to be coded and all of that.
I think out here they only allow a few licenses a year, so you gotta make sure your joint is on point if you get started.
Wow.
With a truck down here.
Wow, I
They'll
didn't know
give
that.
up the field.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. You got anything you want to say? Anything you want to ask the people's mind?
The liquor license thing you talked about, that's going to be the capacity your restaurant can hold here. So I don't know how it is there, but in America, you got to have a certain amount of people for them to even give you a liquor license that could fit in your restaurant or your joint. So you got to make sure you check into the capacity, the size of your restaurant when you open it, because it's going to depend on how many seats.
Y'all, we got y'all boy. We got y'all boy Gary to come in here. It's Gary to get crazy. It's Gary.
Hey, folks, what's up? I only have a few minutes to join. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Hey, folks, what's up? What's up? Now I'm just catching in late. All right, only a few minutes.
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know who's talking though. I'm trying to figure out. Wayne, I know your voice, of course. What you got to say, Wayne?
Now I'm just catching in late. Hey, only a few minutes.
Wayne, your connection is bad. Wayne, I know your voice, of course. What you got to say, Wayne?
Now I'm just catching in late. Hey,
Wayne, y'all. Wayne got to come back. His connection is bad, y'all. Wayne, your connection is bad, man. Log out and come back in. See ya. Okay, yeah, Wayne. I mean, I'm not Wayne. Vinny.
Hi,
Wayne.
Stace.
What's up, man?
All good, man. All good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, look, man. Hey, how are you, man? Nice to meet the other brother there. Nice to meet you, man. You must come over this side and have a visit and check it out. Stacy already knows what's happening here.
Yeah, I
I
seen
know,
a
man.
few of his pictures and posts. Yeah.
I'm big on. Let me see if Wayne is back. I'm big on showing everybody the beauties of the continent.
Yeah.
Showing them, and you showing them truths, like real things, not like
And it's real time too. Real
yeah,
time.
not sugarcoating nothing. People could really see that it is actually a beautiful place to go.
Someone mentioned to me, can we have some more African Americans on here so we can and so they can enlighten them. So I was trying. So I found when I saw you was on, I said, well, hell, let me see if he'll come on. And you came on, and again, you already knew. You already know what's up, though.
Hey, go ahead with that African American stuff.
Hey, yo, I'm still trying to deprogram too.
Go ahead with that, man. Now I'm like, people be like, what is that?
Yeah,
Jesse Jackson said it, so I guess that's what we.
That's what we heard forever, man. And again, we got to deprogram ourselves from what we was programmed.
Like, I'm from Africa. No, it's places in Africa. You got to say you from, not where you from in Africa, not you from Africa. No, you got to state where you at. Where you at?
But all us blacks don't know that though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the blacks don't know that yet.
And you guys, you normally say African. Africa is so big.
Yeah, look, man.
It's so big. To just group all the 54 countries as if it's just one country.
Never visit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Wayne, I hope your voice is good, Wayne.
Can you hear me?
Okay, you good now.
Yeah, I'm using straight up LAN. I was using Wi-Fi before. I should have checked that, but now I'm just straight up.
I'm big on Okay. You're still echoing a little bit. Somebody's echoing.
Yeah.
And you showing them truths, like real things. Not
like, let me mute myself.
Real time. Somebody's echoing, man.
People could really.
And what I said to Vinny, that was like 2 minutes ago, and he just came through.
Somebody on delay.
Someone mentioned to me, can we have some more African Americans on here so we can so they can enlighten them? Wow, I was trying. So you see, oh, Wayne it's Wayne, y'all. Yeah, it's Wayne because I muted Wayne and it came right on through. So, but yeah, see, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, but yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Africa's really, really big, but it's going to be kind of hard for us to sit there and say I'm from Ghana or I'm from Ivory Coast, because a lot of us don't know. I was talking to a brother a couple of days ago, just 2 days ago, and he told me I'm not African. Just 2 days when I was in Baltimore, that's what he told me. I'm like, you're just as dark as I am, right? He was like, yeah. He said, I'm not from Africa. I'm not. I'm like, okay. I'm not even going to argue with you.
Yeah. And another thing is Africa.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was saying, Africa is so big and it comes in all shades. You get Africans that are really light in skin, and then you get Africans that are dark. Like it comes in all shades, basically. That's how diverse Africa is.
Mm-hmm. I seen when I was there last time. I seen I don't know if this is the right term to use or not, but albino guy. He was albino.
Yeah.
And he's black.
Well, yeah. We the only race that can do that.
Yeah.
We can have blue-eyed babies, blonde-haired children. We no one of a different descent could come up with a color like this unless you from or you are a true black person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
You
there
only,
are albinos here.
and
There are albinos.
and the environment where people live at change their skin color.
Yeah.
Cold weather, people start to get a little lighter because the sun ain't like that out there no more. And they hide from the sun because it's cold outside. So it's
Yeah.
where you at regionally. There's a lot of light-skinned, straight black people, but they just have a different complexion because they're where they live at.
You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
You're right. Private sector accounts less than 20% of SA's economy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna figure out our niche, and we're definitely open to other suggestions. Um, this one brother named Black Shield, he came to me about 6 months ago and asked me to invest in his bee farm. I don't know what that is. I didn't.
Beef,
I've
it's
heard,
meat,
huh?
isn't it? It's meat. Beef, isn't it? Meat is
No, no, no,
probably
no, not bee, not
producing
bee.
meat.
No, no, no. B-E-E.
Oh yes, they're probably producing
Hey,
honey.
Yeah, I
let's
had no idea what that was. I mean, we don't know about. Well, I don't put it that way.
let me say. Can I say one thing? Do
Go
you
ahead.
notice in a couple of years, few years, past years, have y'all been seeing a lot of bees?
Well, I mean, they
Bees are becoming extinct, and one thing, we need bees. So that is a good investment because bees pollinate plants, and for you, bees are very important. Very important.
he hit me up and I told him to send me some research so I can do my own research.
And the healing process of honey is works in different many ways. Honey is very important to us too.
Yeah. Honey's good for the body. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, Sia, he said
Can't
he
get
asked
no
me.
honey without no bees.
Let's see if Wayne is good now. Wayne,
Okay, cousin, can you hear me?
yeah,
Okay. All right. I had another browser playing it in the background, and it must have been causing an interference.
all right.
Let's see
What's
how
up?
it goes.
Now we good now. Sound like you good.
Okay.
What you got for me? I
I
like
just
your
wanted
show.
to take a few minutes out today just to check in on the on you. I've got a dash shortly, but man, it's good to see and hear, hear what's going on and your efforts to try to get people to be aware of the opportunities out there in Africa and about what's out there beyond what they see on TV. So I'm just chill, just another day, just just want to catch up with everyone. What's up, folks?
Yeah. We like I said, yeah, we was
All
just
good, brother.
chopping it up about the potential of bringing some of our know-hows there. And I told him about the guy that was trying to get me to invest in bees, and I didn't even know there was anything to do about bees. I had no knowledge at all.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of things.
Hey,
There's a lot of
See ya.
Oh no, I was saying, what do you think about the property business? Obviously property needs a lot of capital, but I like it.
Property as far as
It's
buying houses or buying, what were you talking about?
developing, like developing, starting from scratch. Maybe you build an estate.
Like you said, it takes a lot of capital, man, and I don't think
That's the thing.
I don't think we want to just go out there and spend a lot of money at one time. We want to. I think we want to like the least amount of money as possible to start up, and then once we see some gain, then we can probably invest more. But just to go out there and say, boom, I'm gonna spend, just use the numbers, $100,000. We ain't got it like that.
True.
I'll be talking to guys online
to take
all the
it
time,
slow.
man. Yeah, I'll be talking to guys online all the time, and they ask me what kind of car I'm gonna buy, or where my house gonna be at, and I'm like, I'm gonna give me a little small pickup truck. Why don't you get a Mercedes Benz? Why don't you get a BMW? Get a Range Rover? I'm like, yo, because I ain't got it like that.
Nah, why would somebody ask you to pick up an asset?
Right. No, I'm paying cash. Whatever we getting, we're paying cash. The only bill that we're gonna have is our rent. We paying everything off before we leave here, and just live off of our savings and just pay rent. That's it. We don't want all them another $400, $500, $600 bill. Nah, because that's cutting into our fund.
Yeah, you have to be conservative and take a
No,
realistic
that makes sense.
when you're moving, especially when you're moving someplace new, because of that way you're able to weather any unexpected challenges, and frankly, it's smart to begin any business conservatively anyway, because that way you can just put focus and
You
energy
never
and capital
know.
where it needs to be.
Yeah, and that's why when we get there, we're not going to work for years. So whatever we say we want to do, we're going to be able to dive completely into that and not have to worry about anything disturbing it. I mean, we're going to be straight up doing our social media presence. We're going to focus on that, and that's going to be our job for a year. Content, and try to make and try to get other streams of income through the content. And then once we settle down, all right, boom, let's settle down and just live life and have fun. Go to somebody's bride, go to somebody's birthday, 50th birthday party. See you want to go to Cape Town and climb Table Mountain. I want to do it.
Now, Stace,
Yeah.
you're saying content. When you get out there, get your videography skills up, because that's all it's going to take. It's going to take what people see that'll draw them, because the eyes is more important than anything. That's why people Snapchat their food and all that before they eat it. Like, yo, look at this. You know what I mean? So,
well,
video.
I don't know if you heard what I said in the beginning. I said I got some new toys.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what those toys is about. Yo, all of this right. This whole move got to be strategic, man. We can't, because it's not like we just moving up the street. It's not like we moved from Texas to New Orleans. This is gonna be a whole different type of move. You know what I'm saying? So
you're crossing the ocean.
Yeah, we crossing the ocean.
Because
and you basically changing your citizenship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying? So Wayne, what you going to say?
Yeah, but you don't have to do. Are you gonna sort of like cancel your U.S. citizenship? Apparently, there's an option where you keep your U.S. citizenship, right? So that you can always go back to U.S.
Well, yeah, but I'm not saying I can't cancel that.
Yeah. See, we will
let
never
us cancel that, because we are debt as we born from our birth certificate and social security card. So we not gonna be canceled regardless. If we move somewhere else, they still got our social and
it's also just much more challenging and complex to cancel or give up one citizenship to any country more than it sounds like. People say all the time, you're going to cancel or you're going to become a full citizen of another country and no longer be a citizen of the U.S. And that process is far more expensive than most people can imagine, and far more complicated that even if you wanted to, you probably would just give up on it. It's just too complicated to do. So
I still would want to be a citizen. I still want to be able to come back.
That's So I get to the point where it's just not even worth it, even if you wanted to, and you can come back easily.
I just want to be able to go to the airport in Africa and be like, yo, I'm going to check my mom's and such and such.
Yeah, I don't think any American is giving a passport up.
Yeah, it's not even worth the fight, to be honest. The only thing is worth fighting it if you're a person who's so determined to not pay any taxes to the United States, which you could easily wind up doing if you don't plan your strategy right when you're overseas. But it's such a fuss and fight that it's
Yeah, I don't think it would make sense. I'll just move. But
George said, Stacey, you got a lot of experience in trucking. Why not invest in buying maybe 2 trucks and focus on long distance transportation? Well, George, our game plan was Nolita. I'm not sure if you saw that podcast. Nolita have a couple of school buses, and I was going to invest in her school buses, but she's having a hard time right now keeping a contract. And then I'm pretty sure it's a male dominant industry. So she says when she go into these meetings, everybody's against her because she's the only female. So I brought to her attention. I said, well, let me be your partner. So now you got me and you going into these meetings, and they're going to respect you a little bit more. Then come to find out the contract hasn't been renewed yet. So that right now that's up in the air. But am I willing to invest in a few trucks? Oh yeah, definitely that.
Yeah, me, I'm more interested in trying to see what I can do to be a part of making the power infrastructure a little bit more reliable. My background's in electrical engineering, and I want to. And as I see what's going down right now, that's really, really a place where, a point of weakness in this economy, and really is what putting pressure on the rand as it is. The situation involving power, but there are other sectors too, and there are plenty of opportunity for people, I think, in the country to just, to make a difference and to make a profit at the same time, and as well as improve lives.
Right.
So what
Zico.
engineering are you doing? Ash, I forgot your name, brother.
Yeah,
I'm Wayne. I am an electrical
Yeah,
engineer
sorry, Wayne. Yes,
for the federal government
electrical.
of the
Okay,
U.S. It's in the
okay.
field of construction engineering. Doing blueprints for healthcare facilities is what we primarily do at my office, and we also oversee tenders given to companies that do engineering and construction services.
Yeah, I was
But
actually thinking
background wise,
about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
my background's
I think
electrical.
if you need to, I don't know if you what you need to do when you get here, you try to get people in that same industry. I think you can get contracts from the government. Obviously, they will need you to probably partner with the South African,
Yeah, yeah.
but the requirements are not that strict that maybe you will need to sort of like give maybe away your 51 stake. I think it's like 26% or something,
Mm,
and then you can then get government contracts and all that.
mhm.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
C
so
is in.
you really need to.
I think C is in the business of real estate, right?
No, I'm an accountant.
Oh, okay. Cool. Zico.
yeah. How are you guys?
All right. How are you, brother?
Hey, what's up?
I know I'm fine, thanks, man. I know I came late, and I'm sure you have addressed the elephant in the room. Where's your wife? But I'm sure you've addressed that. So,
No, man. She's working. See,
so I'm trying to say,
she's working.
oh, oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's
This
right in
is
the
what
next
I'm trying to
room.
say, man. We are.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I
Go
see.
ahead.
No. Yeah, this is my point to say. We have like they say, Africa is a plate or is a dish for the entire world. So there are so many. Our primary industry is vast and highly wealthy. So when I'm saying primary industries, I'm also including industries, where you start something afresh. So there are those opportunities here, right here. So I'm trying to allow you to maybe increase your scope of thinking to say beyond retail. I think you most people concentrate a lot on secondary industries and neglect the primary industry, and yet it is the one that caters for other industries. Other industries exist because of the primary industry. So for instance, you spoke about the honey, or what is it, the bee farming. It's one of those. So there are other, it's just vast. I mean, there are many other avenues within the industries where you can tap in. All you need to do is to get to know about it, and maybe you conduct your due diligence and go for it. And it's true, you are right. You don't have to. There are people who think maybe because you want to come here, you've got loads and loads of dollars. But what they need to understand is that it's not always the case. So you can get into what you can afford, or allow yourself to take the risk on and take it from there. So that was my 2 cents. That's my two
I agree
cents
with
worth of
you
information.
100%, man. I agree. Like I said, I think most of us don't know about the little ways of making money. You know, like investing in somebody's
Yeah.
bee farm. I never heard of that in my life. You know what I mean? And so it's up for you guys to tell us, you know, the other little stuff that we can invest in. Because we don't, like I said, we don't all have them hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. You know what I'm saying? So if we can just invest in something small, why not? You know, so you guys got to tell
I
us.
was thinking that maybe there must be what I was thinking was that maybe there should be a session where, you know, an affiliation, a business, we have here some business affiliation, an association of businesses like NAFCOC, you know, some chamber of commerce where a lot of businesses come and form a.
He went out, man. But I agree with he's saying,
We
and you
lost him.
know, I agree with he's saying. But you know, the thing is this: it seemed like Assad's meetups. That's the perfect place and time for people to talk about, you know, their businesses and other businesses and network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the perfect place and perfect time right there.
Yeah, no, that's true. I agree with you. And I also think when you come here, you also need to set up a meeting or a meetup. Basically, we meet and, you know, I don't know if you want to combine it with Assad's one is fine, or if you want to arrange your own, organize your own. But I think you should do it also.
Well, I think we might should just go ahead and just follow Assad's lead because he already got the
Yeah,
foundation already started. And you know, the
yeah,
same people that listen to him listen to us and vice versa and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So if I did do one of my own, Assad was gonna be there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. It's
why
gonna be
not
the same people.
for me just to go to Assad and say, yo, Stacy and Ray gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the game plan. We was actually trying to surprise you guys and beat Assad's meetup in October. But it didn't work out that way because I got this doctor's appointment today. That was our game plan to
Okay.
surprise you guys this month.
Oh, that would have been nice.
That would have been nice. But you know, I got this appointment later on the day at 4:30. So Red, everybody want to see you. You ain't gonna stick your head and say hi?
I look crazy. No.
You always look crazy. Sometimes you got to put your ladies on the spot. So, but yeah, I think we need to definitely talk about ways to make money that's not all that costly. You know.
Yeah.
But
Start small.
the one thing y'all
Have a
doing
backup
right
plan.
now, the one thing we doing right now is we network.
You're networking.
Because I always knew that 2 brains is better than 1, and we got 4 and more. So it's what I was thinking when I get there is growing vegetables, greenhouse type of things like lettuce, herbs, and all. Because it's like you say, everybody out there cook and they got their own. But hey, if you need ingredients, come get your peppers from me. You get your herbs from me. And also, I'm thinking about farm because the cows in Africa is meaty and as big as other cows in the country, in the world.
Yeah. What you need to do, Vin, you need to check out Property 24, and then you just, look for a farm. Maybe, there's basically there's options where you choose from. Either it's basically a property website. It lists all the properties. So there's also farms there. Then that will also give you an indication of how much, what the prices range like and so on.
Because you
And again, it will depend.
You recycle. You gotta recycle.
Yeah.
You're going on somebody's land. You use the land, but you give back to the people of the land too.
I agree.
All right.
I agree. BTM?
Yo, what up?
I'm good. How you, man? Yo, where you at? You look like you behind bars.
No, I'm not behind bars, man. Yeah, it looks like I'm behind bars, but I'm somewhere behind bars.
What's up, man?
All good, man. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. What you got for us?
Hey, not much. Just want to join the podcast. Oh, we got some crazy shit happening out here in Zimbabwe. We might be needing people like you to air out our issues. For the brothers out there.
What kind of issues y'all got?
Yo, the situation, to be precise, the situation in here ain't safe. That's why I'm saying as we are behind bars. I'm working as a night guard at any shift at this point.
Uh-huh. So who you got to air out?
Like what is democracy? Maybe from the field. I just want to hear what's your take on democracy?
You said Democrat. Ooh, so it's a lot of sound. You said thoughts on Democrats?
Yes, what is like democracy? Like what is democracy?
Wayne, you want that one?
Yeah. Okay. The Democrats, if you're talking about politics, it's one of the major political parties in the United States. It's more of a party that consists of diverse groups of people, the most diverse party in terms of black, white, everything. And
Or I like to be limited to Asia.
what's that?
Okay, I continue. Sorry.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Okay. Yeah. And it's just like that. It's a multiracial, multicultural party in terms of members. It it has its ups and downs, I guess, like any party does. But it's one thing to really know most about what they do and understand it. Really, you have to really be here, because I don't know what kind of news you get coming out of the United States from any political party, but it's just a political party.
Most black people are Democrats, right?
Yep, and it's a liberal party too, so it's not like it's not like conservative, but I want to say it's almost like it's almost like a combination. If you were to merge the Democratic Alliance of South Africa and the ANC together, with a little bit of a sprinkling of EFF, that would be the Democratic Party. Okay. Now, but the thing that you have to understand, yeah,
I'm trying to figure out how Wayne come up with that one.
it's hard to explain because they've got the ANC, they've got the Democratic Alliance, right? And then they've got many other parties. I think
Yes.
Huh?
Who was going to answer?
But
okay.
He locked out. He's frozen, y'all.
It's in South Africa, the ANC is majority black party, but they do have, I guess, a little sprinkling of white people in there. And then there's a Democratic Alliance, which is a white party, mostly white, but some blacks in there too. And people, question each other in either party about what each other's.
When you know our politics, man.
Hey, yo, y'all already said Wayne is not American. Wayne is y'all.
Wayne is South African, man.
He's South African.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not South African.
I can tell you right now that
I'm Zimbabwe.
Huh?
Will you say BTO?
I'm Zimbabwe. Like I'm straight from Zimbabwe.
Oh,
Okay.
Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Zimbabwe. That's why I wanted to ask the contest about democracy. You guys, you need to do a lot in pushing democracy for Zimbabwe.
I can't on my end. I can't understand him too much. Can you guys understand what he's saying?
I think what he's trying to ask, he's not asking as Democrats as in the US. He's asking for democracy as a political, sort of like a political system, as democracy, not as a Democrat, as a way of electing leaders using a democracy system. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Talk about America.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
period.
I really am a little weak on that end because I'm not. I need to brush up on my civics, I guess you can sort of say. But it's supposed to be, I guess, democratic in a pure process, I guess, of democracy. And I guess sort of say both parties try to be that in their own special way. Both parties
All
being
right.
the
Yeah, makes
party.
sense.
I don't know. I can't really touch on that too much because I'm really not heavy into politics. I
Yeah.
don't care. I really don't care either way because I got to go out and make my money regardless, and
Yeah. Yep.
I got to support my family. So
That's the
to
way.
me,
That's
it doesn't
that.
matter who's in office. Stacey got to do what Stacey got to do,
Yep.
and it doesn't change on
You
who's in
know,
office either.
yeah.
But whoever is in office could limit what Stacey can do.
Not in truck driving, you can't.
Trust me.
The only
Didn't
thing they
y'all
can
have a
limit.
problem not too long ago? Wasn't y'all about to stop? You know, I mean,
Never. The only issue that Texas has as far as Republican and Democrats, it seems like when Republicans are in office, the fuel is more.
well, see, Texas, y'all might as well say y'all own because y'all got your own electrical grid and all that.
We got
Texas
everything.
is
We got
not
everything.
like part of the United States. Sometimes if you think about it.
Yeah.
Brother
Texas got their
BTM, I just
own
want to
shit.
get back to you. Sorry, Vin.
Okay.
Yeah, well, what kind of assistance that you would like people to assist you with? Because you said something. You said people need to, I don't know, to step into your democracy and help you guys out. Or what kind of sort of ideal assistance that you need? I'm just trying to get a
Okay.
picture of.
Okay. Let me start by first of all, we need like these channels, like these platforms, to air out our grievances as citizens. In Zimbabwe, the broadcasting system, let's say the television channels, they're already censored. You can't broadcast another political party's ideologies to the people. You get the point? So definitely
Yeah.
there's no democracy. So we want to
So
have like these multi-players, just like you guys. Preach the word, about change because we really need change in Zimbabwe. Like in terms of
so
democracy,
how
right now
about
we have
you?
this.
Go ahead, see it.
Oh no,
So now,
sorry.
but
I was
what?
saying, how about then you also maybe sort of start off like a YouTube channel and then opening this up for discussion. I don't know. I'm just thinking because I mean, with YouTube
Yeah,
now, you can sort of, do anything you want. How
Yeah.
yeah,
about maybe
true that.
then you start?
Yeah. You're right. You can do anything you want. You can take it any direction you want to take it. Is yours. Just don't violate.
Yeah,
Just don't
Within
violate
the
YouTube
YouTube
policies.
guidelines, yeah.
That's it. Just don't violate YouTube policies. You can say and do whatever you want to do, especially
thanks, bro.
if you want to get monetized.
So read the policy real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I answered your question. I feel like you still have something to say.
I don't
The
know.
guy is
Yes,
holding his
I
Well,
head.
do.
His head. He's
he did say something real important about how the news is already censored before they could really watch it, so they don't have like live breaking news. They gotta check
Yeah,
their news and then feed it to the masses. And that's crazy
Look,
because we
can I
could
just
get breaking news out here that let you know somebody this just happened, this just happened, but it get filtered in certain places.
can I just
yes,
jump in and add on
Slowly.
what the brother is
exactly.
asking for?
Slowly.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just to help on brother BTM, I think I do reckon with what he's asking because I do follow up on the situation of Zimbabwe. I think they're dealing with one of the regime government currently, which is PF, the government of Robert
Yeah,
Mugabe. So, look, don't dwell too much on these labels, the political labels of democracy, socialism, communism. Those labels mean nothing. A government
in
can say they
Zimbabwe.
are Democrats and do something very dictative. I mean, very in a dictatorship. So all governments of the world, they are brutal regime dictatorship. The levels are just different. So some governments are more big dictatorship than others. So I think that's the position of Zimbabwe today. everything is the result of being crippled by the West. The West crippled your economy, and now it's a probably a failed state by design, which is the West. And so, in under every failed state, anything can happen because at the end of the day, it's survival of the fittest. Every man for himself. Those who are in power will want to maintain power for themselves. As you asking this
Exactly.
on a black platform, obviously we as black people have to ask ourselves, why have we let Zimbabwe be in that condition for the past 20 years per se? So it's really up to African leaders to liberate Zimbabwe from the West sanctions. I guess I think that's how I'm gonna correct it. But under any failed state, people will behave the way you see with ZANU PF. It's not unique to Zimbabwe.
All right.
I've never done any research on Zimbabwe. We got, like I said, me and Wayne got a really good friend, Emma. She's from Zimbabwe, and I definitely plan on visiting there really, really soon. I think they got some
What
kind of.
is I mean, as you were talking, I've been to Zimbabwe twice, through Zimbabwe once from Harare to Guerrero on a road trip. I've got
Okay.
my stepbrother, my half brother's wife was Zimbabwean, so I had a chance to stay many couple of days in Guerrero and just experience real life as much as I could experience it as a foreigner, but nobody could tell because everybody I was with was family, and I had a great time there.
All right.
But I also knew that it was a
Yeah,
struggle
yeah.
economically there due to the sanctions, as the brother stated earlier, sanctions that were in place on government leaders and the government ever since the land appropriation thing reached global media sources. I guess that's one nice thing. Um, so Zimbabwe was a country that used to be known by as Rhodesia before Robert
Robert Mugabe.
yeah, Mugabe was elected, and I don't know why his name's got elected, and then at first I believe he was supposed to be kind of like a bit of a puppet for the former party in charge, but he then became more serious in his intent in trying to get land back into the hands of the people who were the majority of the people who lived in Zimbabwe, which were indigenous Africans. And how that all fell out in the end, from broken promises and whatnot, I believe if I'm correct, led to where it is right now, where people were able to get back their land. A lot of people got back land that had been taken during the colonialism era, and a lot of countries reacted by saying, "Hey, well, we're just going to cut off your ability to have access to your funds that you have abroad," and basically choked out the country economically. And the long term impacts of that, I think, is what we're seeing today. Is that a good way of kind of like succinctly describing Zimbabwe's situation economically?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
100%.
100%.
Okay. Um, yeah. I knew more about it probably back in the time when I really went there for the first time. But it really made my next trip to London after that one completely different than the previous trips because I knew that a lot of what went down in London, I think it's called Lancaster House, so to speak, that certain negotiations were set up to try to make it possible for people who had their lands confiscated by colonialists to get it back. And I think at that time the idea was they were going to try and make willing buyer, willing seller type arrangements where you buy back the land that we took from you. And now that just comes back to people who don't have the money to buy back, and because their land was a vicious circle that led to people just getting their land back. I don't know how they got their land back because different media sources say different things. But all I know is this: um, is that a lot of people, especially a lot of people from Europe, are really to this day quite upset when they hear anything about Zimbabwe because there was a type of country set up there in the 70s and 60s that really was a utopia for them, and the lifestyle that they had set up, and now you know it's not there. So to make it look like people who took over the lands are incompetent, they basically sanction off capital, access to capital, just so that it looks like you can't do anything on your own decision. And meanwhile, behind the scenes, everyone who knows anything knows that they can't because they can, but they can't fully because of that access to capital is difficult.
Yeah, that stops and slows down a lot of stuff, man. Not having the capital.
And then if you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, they assume that people will say, "Hey, see what happens? They try to take over the farm, or they try to do this, and they don't know what they're doing." And then people don't know behind the scenes that a lot of it's deeper than what you see on TV or what the world knows to be. And so it's tough
Yeah,
right
so
now.
yeah, so basically what the former colonizers and their system do in the West is that basically I think what they did with Zimbabwe, they wanted to set an example, especially to scare South Africa and countries like Namibia. Because the story of Namibia, South Africa, and Zimbabwe, they're very close, they're very similar in many ways. The problem that I always say with what Mugabe did, there's two sides of this. Mugabe was either hardly advised, and then he took the land, which is rightfully the right thing to do. The land must go back to the natives. But then again, as usual, the African leaders didn't support him because almost 90% of our leaders is a puppet state. They all serve the Commonwealth interest, which is the British. So the other story is this. What happened with the land in Zimbabwe was so that they can send a strong message to every African country that wants to liberate itself. Then they can always put Zimbabwe as an example and say, what's going to happen to you. They have set a very good example. And I honestly blame Mugabe for miscalculating his moves, because you cannot go to a battle with a strong enemy with the weak soldiers like the current situation in Africa. It's suicide, basically. And I think that's how even other African leaders saw it. When you go into a battle with an elephant, you must prepare yourself. And I think Mugabe wanted a radical change. He wanted to see a transformation quickly in his lifetime, which I think that's where he miscalculated his moves. And he was probably being advised maybe by Gaddafi as well. They were very close, they were friends. And I think maybe he thought Gaddafi strong, the Africa will be behind him, Middle East, maybe even East, they will support him, and all that. So when you look at the situation of Zimbabwe today, most of the economy is literally being backed up by South Africa and countries like China. I think China is still one of their biggest trade, and in South Africa too. Other than that, the West have tried to cripple Zimbabwe as much as they can. So yeah.
Yep.
Brother BTM, me, what I would say, I know it might be an unpopular opinion, right? But for me, how I would approach it,
Yes.
rather you guys become puppets, you know what I mean? Just agree to what they are saying. I mean, if you look at what South Africa is doing, South Africa is also a puppet to it. Look at Ramaphosa. When they call him to America, he runs there, So maybe just become puppets, then they come and then they bring in investments into your country, you kickstart your economy, and then you'll be able to run on your own. I mean,
But
Yeah, brother.
That sounds like the
Let me
kind
hold you
of
there.
China and Korea, South Korea, they were in these situations before historically where they were sort of doing what you're saying, and it worked for them. But I mean, well, yeah. Although it looked like it worked for them, but it has its
it's not gonna work.
advantages and disadvantages. If,
yeah,
if you go in there,
It has a lot of disadvantages rather than their disadvantages.
so but look, I think Sia is right. You have to work with time, be practical about what you want to achieve. So you don't become a puppet state for forever. It's not a permanent position. It's a position where you want to step in to build your people, your
Kickstart
nation.
your economy.
You want to prepare. You want to invest in human resource, prepare your people in skills so that they can be able to depend on themselves, self-sufficient, and which is what China did as well. China had about, I think, 100 years of shame. The Chinese at some point, they were also a puppet state. As big as China is, they were also a puppet state of West. They went through down a process of buying time. They were quiet. They were investing in human resource. Do you know that today China's got the largest engineers and scientists in the world? That's why the West cannot challenge China. So that's why I said Mugabe miscalculated his calculations. He wanted to see a radical transformation in his lifetime. As a leader, sometimes you have to say, in my lifetime, Mandela did this. He said, in my lifetime, I'm going to move my people from one stage to win political freedom. Then
Yeah.
we're in a stage there where our generation is going to fight for economical freedom. And also, economical freedom comes with human resource. We are investing much in our education. South Africa is still one of the largest manufacturers on the continent. We produce cars and stuff, we manufacture cars. So those skills eventually will catch up with masses of our people. And at some point, that's where we can take advantage of our own resources and be able to rely on ourselves. And the good thing at this era is that the East is also creating a parallel system. It's no longer just a show of one man show where the West is just ruling alone. And I think Zimbabwe must be considering, if they don't come to table with the West and become a puppet state, you guys must be looking forward to negotiate with countries like Russia and China in terms of powerful trade. Countries like, I wouldn't say North Korea. North Korea is really a failed state. South Korea and Japan, they are puppet states of America. But there are countries that you can still trade with, countries like Cuba. Cuba is also trying to open their economy now since they saw what's happening in the East. Brazil is one of the countries that Zimbabwean leaders can come on table with. Those countries are one of developing and big manufacturers on the planet. So I think your leaders at this point, they are just relaxing. They need to start to make moves at the global scale where they sit down with these international countries that are big in trade and then sit down on them and then negotiate. They're gonna cut your arm, of course, but at least they're not gonna they're not gonna cut your entire body. So Zimbabwe will still stand and will still trade with big heavyweights.
I just want to bring something here.
Thank you so much,
There's a point
bro. You really have faith in Zimbabwe, like that's the kind of things that we're saying we need to do away with 21st century. We can't have puppet rulers.
We can't hear you, Ezekiel.
It's correct. Yeah, here's the thing. There's a clip that Thabo Mbeki came up with a story.
Ezekiel, server, your
He
sound
says-
is not that good. Hey Wayne.
Hmm?
I just told them that next week's podcast is going to be about. Everybody else is messed up too. Oh, I don't even know.
Someone needs to close their mic. BTN, close your mic. BTN, mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Yo,
Wayne.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I was telling them still.
is it on?
It's BTN. BTN, close your mic. Mute your mic. BTN.
I muted his mic. It's still not working right. But Wayne.
Mhm.
Okay. I was telling about next week's podcast. Sunday's podcast is going to be about abuse and physical and mental abuse. And the young lady. I don't know Rainey, but I know Freeway. Can you talk about that a little bit? Because we got to get ready to wrap it up. It's almost 1:30. I mean, almost been an hour and a half.
Hey, folks. Yeah. There's a new song out called "Do Something." All the word could be pronounced as something. It's a new song that's about that tries to empower men to look internally at what makes them turn away when they hear someone discuss the topic of domestic violence. And it's a big problem all over the world, not just in South Africa, but also in the US and anywhere in Europe, all that. And so she's got a new song that she released about a month ago. She's got a video for it too. She's it's on Spotify. Her name is Rainy M, Rain, letter M. And she's going to be here and she will talk about about the issue of domestic violence and look at ways to empower men all over the world to look inwards and not turn away when the topic comes up, and just kind of find ways to just deal with ourselves from a mental and an emotional standpoint. So the song's called "Do Something." If you got Spotify, check it out. And you know, she's got an inspiring song, Rainy M, and she will be here to talk about it and hopefully maybe even sing.
That's what's up, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I want to have contact. Okay. I think we're going to wrap this up. It's been an hour and a half already. I thank everybody. Like, subscribe, share. Hey, Vinny, tell everybody your podcast, bro. Oh, hold on. Let me unmute you right quick. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Kitchen Close Podcast on Spotify and all podcast outlets. I haven't started the YouTube channel, but I'm on this right here as the Kitchen Close Podcast. But yeah.
Kitchen Close Podcast, y'all. Kitchen Close Podcast. Vinny, you might want to, instead of your name being Vinny Nichols, you might want to put Kitchen Close Podcast right there.
Nah, I got so many devices. I got Zoom on, so I'm going to change that on the Chef Vinny because it's under Chef Vinny on the Kitchen Close Podcast.
All right. We're going to talk about that chef mess later, too. Later, y'all.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right.
Hey, thanks, everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See y'all on Thursday.
Yes. All right. Peace.
Peace out, cuz.
All right.
Lady Ezekiel, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna say cheers. Yeah, we'll talk some other time again. So Thursday, I'm in.
Thursday. Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, there's something I wanted to say about Mugabe. I think we missed a certain point, but we'll deal with it some other time. It's fine.
Thursdays. I mean, you can tell me right now if you want. You can wait till Thursday.
Oh, okay. Here's the story about Mugabe. In 1989, we were unbanned. The organizations were unbanned, and that was 10 years after they got their own liberation. And in 1990, Mugabe had a choice it was open for him to reclaim the land back according to the Lancaster deal. However, someone, I can't remember whether it's Julius Nyerere in Tanzania or some leader told him, no, if you can take the land now, it will destabilize the negotiations in South Africa. So he had to pause a little bit with the land issue, and then after pausing a bit, we went ahead with the negotiations to where we eventually took things in 1994. So what am I saying? I'm saying the problems of Zimbabwe are not exclusive to Zimbabwe. We do have a responsibility as well to do something about it. And the economy of Zimbabwe is too good. It's too good, especially if we don't measure it in terms of money, but in terms of the wealth that is there. There's something extraordinary.
I understand. Yeah. Where are you from?
I live in Bramley. Bramley is about. Do you know Melrose Arch, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You know Melrose Arch?
Yes.
I know you know. Yeah, it's about 2 k's east to Melrose Arch. So
okay.
Yeah, it's more in Johannesburg actually. So it's about 6-7 k's to Rosebank.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna meet you in December then, basically.
Yeah, we're gonna meet. I definitely speak to Assad a lot. I speak to Assad a lot. Yeah, I speak to Dr. James Bennett a lot. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I got through to this channel now.
Okay, cool. So
I
I'll
look
be
forward
meeting you
to
in December too.
All right, Stace.
Okay, all right. Take care, man.
Cheers. Thanks, man. You too.
Later.
Cheers. Chop.
Changing the narrative. Out.
Chop.